Hey guys, and welcome to QualityShot. Right, Australian Open 2022 quarterfinal, and Stefanos Tsitsipas beat Yannick Sinner in straight sets 6-3, 6-4, 6-2. We're going to break down what exactly happened because a lot of people, can't stress it enough, quite a few people backed Yannick Sinner to beat Stefanos Tsitsipas. Now, before I get on my high and almighty horse, I actually backed Yannick Sinner to beat Stefanos Tsitsipas as well. Now, the reason why, because Sinner was playing some really good tennis before this match, and also Tsitsipas just wasn't playing the level that we know he can play in this tournament so far. He was playing probably around 70%, 75% of what he's capable of. And we know, if he was showing glimpses or showing me that he was playing a lot higher than that level, then I would have said, you know what, he will beat Yannick Sinner as he did. Turns out, he turned around and said, you know what, Fazan? You're wrong. I'm going to play around 85%. And he played really well, I thought. It's the best I've seen him play in a little bit of time for sure. Probably maybe since the French Open last year, honestly. That's how well I thought he played. Yannick Sinner came out and I thought he was just blown away in each and every set. Early breaks of serve in every single set. Tsitsipas played really, really well. In terms of what he did well, the serve was on point. He loves the serve down the tee, and genuinely it was a weapon to behold throughout the whole of the match. I think he served quite a substantial amount of aces. Only 4, actually, it says there, but a lot of those serves, to be fair, would have been noted down as unreturnables as Yannick Sinner got a racket on them. But I cannot stress enough how well I thought he served. If you look at the stats here, 68% of first serves and 79% first serve points won, and 60% behind the second serve, which is really good. Winners to unforced errors, more winners than unforced errors at 30 to 28. And at the net as well, not as effective, but I like his intent to come forward. Sinner's actually a very good passer. So his passing shots are nothing to scoff at, that's for sure. But yeah, Stefanos Tsitsipas for me served really well. I thought in the big pressure point moments, he came out clutch. And the biggest thing for me was his backhand. Now, I said it on the stream and I'll say it again. When a player whose weakness is their backhand in terms of wings, right? So most people, their forehand is their strength. And I would say probably on tour, 95% of people, other players on tour, the backhand is their weaker side. When that is firing and you're able to time the ball off the racket of your backhand consistently and cleanly, as he was, is really, really impressive to me. I was really happy about how he was hitting his backhand. It is such an elegant shot when it's in full flow. He didn't shank many, maybe shanked 1 or 2 throughout the whole 3 sets. The forehand as well was in full flow, dictating with it. Yannick Sinner from the back of the court, you would think, hold on, Yannick Sinner is a big striker of a tennis ball on both sides. Tsitsipas was winning exchanges in the backhand-to-backhand rallies and going up the line with the backhand like it was just child's play. He was maneuvering Sinner left to right, backwards and forwards, making him look awkward. And as soon as the roof closed as well, he just carried on the same vein. It wasn't an issue for him. I love his intent to come forward to the net as well. The approach shots are something that's, can be improved at times, but his transitioning to the net is very impressive. And his ability and willingness to volley is good as well. His serve toss, he sorted out. It was all over the place before. It's clearly more consistent now. The second serve is maybe not still as potent as it should be, but Sinner didn't really make him pay. To be fair, didn't return that well. I didn't think Sinner, to be honest with you. But in terms of returning and talking and returning, I thought Tsitsipas returned well. When I mean well for how he has been in the past. It's clearly an area of improvement that he can continue to work on. And considering he's had a lot of physio on his elbow and rehab in the off-season, the fact that he returned as well as he did, I thought was extremely impressive. This was a really good showing from Tsitsipas, and the commentators, I think, at the time said this is the best they've ever seen him play. I don't think it's the best I've ever seen him play, but it's close to what we know he is capable of. And as I said, probably about 80-85%, whereas I feel like he was playing more at 70% really throughout this tournament. And Sinner, make no mistake, was close to being, as optimal. And this is probably the best version of Sinner that Tsitsipas could have faced. This was really impressive. Yes, Sinner is a couple of years younger, but Tsitsipas is only 23. He's made multiple Grand Slam semifinals now and also a Grand Slam final. The one-hander working the way it was, I think, is a huge plus, and he'll take a lot of confidence from it. The forehand is like a wand at times. He whips it, and it's such an effective shot. The into-out forehand is so good. One of the best on tour for me. And his movement was just really effective, I thought. Moved extremely well into the right positions, didn't look off guard, or awkward in many moments. Yannick Sinner, I think for me, it was a bit strange at times trying to run around the backhand when I think he should have been hitting more backhands. His backhand is actually, I mean, it's hard to tell. I haven't seen a lot of him that's Australian Open, if I'm being honest with you, apart from this one match. But from what I saw a lot of him last year, and I thought that his backhand was more potent than his forehand. There was matches where he'd hit more winners off that side than his forehand as well. Didn't really back himself a lot of times to hit that. That was slightly disappointing. And then would run around and at times get caught looking awkward trying to run around it. He started to back himself more in that second set, and he had some periods of, I think, success. But Tsitsipas was really, really good, I thought. And did he have any breakpoints to save? No. This is the biggest thing for me. Now Sinner, to be fair, he didn't create opportunities well. He didn't return very well. That's something that he definitely needs to work on, is his return game. But what impressed me the most is the fact that Tsitsipas didn't have to save any breakpoints. He didn't have to. And then if you look at breakpoint save for Sinner, Tsitsipas was clinical. He won 4 out of the 4 available. Really impressive stuff from the Greek player. And he marches on. And he was mentally dialed in. He was winning the pressure points. He was bossing Sinner really in the whole match. And everyone that said that he might lose, they're now eating their words, including me, because he looked really, really good. And not only did he win, but he won in straight sets and comfortably, to say the least. He'll face Daniil Medvedev in the semi-finals. I'll do a separate preview for that cracker. Of course, he has a adverse, let's say, record against Medvedev on the hard courts. On the clay courts, he is the favorite when they do meet. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And if he plays the type of level he played in this match, he's not got a bad chance of winning the title. Not to say he will, but he's trending in the right direction. So good stuff from Stefanos and Tsitsipas. Yannick Sinner will come again. He's still got things to work on. I thought this was a good tournament for him. He made the quarterfinals here. I think it's his first quarterfinal Grand Slam, or Grand Slam quarterfinal, even if I'm not mistaken. That's a positive to go taking forward. He will enjoy the clay at Roland Garros as well. He's good. He's a very, very good clay court player, from what I've seen as well. So he'll continue to improve, I'm sure, and look forward to seeing him. He's number 11 in the world as well. He's nearly breaking that top 10. So keep an eye out for him. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I really do appreciate it as well. Please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We will see you tomorrow for the women's semi-finals live streams. Looking forward to doing those. And of course, there will be some previews out for them as well. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you on the next video.